Good evening. Now in this video we are going to discuss the compression molding. See, the thermosetting material is subjected to heat and pressure in a single stroke. And this process is completed or accomplished by using a hydraulic press with heated platens. See, this is the upper mold portion, upper half mold portion, and this is the lower half mold portion. Okay, and see, this is the charge, polymer charge. This is the knockout pin you see here, this vertical portion. Okay, so here the molding pressure is 70 kg per cm square and the temperature is 200 degrees Celsius. Okay, now based on the conditions we maintain the temperature and pressure. Okay, now see here, in the first figure the charge, polymer charge, is placed in the lower mold and the upper mold is far away from the lower mold. Okay, once all the setup is done, completed, then what we do, this upper half mold or mold half is placed towards the lower mold. Okay, you see here, with a high pressure, with a required pressure and temperature. So when both upper mold half and lower mold half, they closes each other, you see this is the portion, this is the cavity through which this charge flows. This charge, polymer charge, flows and it occupy the cavity. Okay, so after a certain period what will happen, the upper mold half is again placed away from the lower half mold, you see here. And see, this is the shape of the cavity. So the same shape is produced, polymer charge, same shape is produced, and then it is ejected with the help of ejector pin. Okay, so this is known as compression molding. Now next, injection molding. Okay, see, this process is suitable for producing thermoplastic materials. Okay, now see the different parts here. You see here, this is the feed hopper, okay, in which we place the polymer charge, you see here. Okay, then you see these are the water cooling channels, then these are the heaters. Okay, this is the half portion of the mold and this is the remaining half portion of the mold. Okay, this is tin bar. Okay, see, these are the screws you see here, which is rotating. Okay, so when the charge is placed in the feed hopper, okay, it flows and it enters and it occupies this portion. This is the barrel. Okay, so this barrel is rotating, this barrel is rotating. So what will happen, and the heaters are started, so the charge will move in this direction as this barrel rotates or screw rotates with a high temperature, and with a high force it is placed, the charge is placed into the mold cavity. Okay, here both half or both the mold portions are closed with each other, so this charge will come and occupy this space. Okay, so after completion of the process, one half mold is taken away from the other half mold and the required final shape of the product is produced. So this is known as injection molding. Okay, and as during this process a tremendous amount of heat is generated, so for that purpose water cooling channels are provided, water circulates, okay, in order to control the heat. Next is blow molding. See, most of basically soft drink bottles, Okay, then hollow articles are produced by this process, blow molding process. So basically thermoplastic materials such as polyethylene, polycarbonate, PVG, polystyrene, nylon, polypropylene, acrylics, acrylonitrile and ABS polymers, these materials are used, okay, in case of blow molding. Now you just see here, see this is a tube, okay, this is a tube which is known as Parison tube. So this is a softened thermoplastic tube, okay. So it is placed in between the two halves of the mold. This is half portion of the mold, this is another half portion of the mold, okay. See here, in the second condition both the molds are closed in such a way that this portion of the mold touches the left portion of the parison, and this another half portion of the mold touches the right portion, vertical portion of the parison, okay. So here what will happen next, see the parison is now blown by pressuring from within by blowing the compressed air through the blowing pin. See, this is the blowing pin, okay. So this is the, so compressed air with a high pressure is allowed to blown. So what will happen, the hot parison is inflated like a balloon, okay, and goes on expanding, you see here, okay, under the pressure, and it will occupy the shape of the mold. You see, this is the shape of the mold cavity, okay. And after completion of the process the two halves are separated from each other, and this is the finished portion. See, this upper portion is extra portion, so which will be trimmed, which will be removed, okay. And this is the pinch of trim which will also be removed, okay. So this is blow molding process. Thank you.